Hello, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Abby. I am a spiritual intuitive, and in today's video, we are talking about the bully and the solar plexus wound. To be clear, this is not about excusing harmful behavior. This is about understanding it. Because when a person constantly needs to dominate, humiliate, and overpower others, it's not coming from a place of true confidence. It's coming from a deep imbalance in their solar plexus chakra. All right, so let's break this down. Like I said in the last video I did on the solar plexus, the solar plexus is your seat of personal power. It's located in the upper belly, right under the ribs, and it governs confidence, willpower, healthy self-worth, boundaries, discipline, and how you express your will in the world. When it's balanced, you feel empowered without controlling others. You take up space without taking others down. But when it's out of balance, that's when things get distorted. Bullying is often a sign of an overactive, inflated, or compensating solar plexus chakra. This happens when a person feels powerless deep down, was humiliated or dominated as a child, wasn't allowed to have healthy control or autonomy, or grew up in a home where power equaled fear or control. So instead of developing a healthy self-worth, they create false power by controlling others. And that might look like insults or intimidation, power plays or emotional manipulation, needing to win, dominate, or always be right, or pushing others down in order to feel superior. But under that is always wounded energy. Fear, insecurity, or disconnection from authentic self-worth. Bullies were often bullied in childhood themselves, either physically, emotionally, or energetically. They may have grown up with a controlling or narcissistic parent, in environments where love was earned through performance or obedience. They may have been constantly criticized, or their emotions were invalidated, or they were made to feel weak, small, or powerless. A child that grows up in that environment learns, if I don't want to be controlled, I have to control first. If I feel unsafe, I'll make others afraid of me. Or power is the only way to not feel hurt. But this is just a protective mask. This is not real power. It's important to understand that a person with a healthy solar plexus chakra does not need to prove themselves to others. They don't seek to dominate. They don't seek to humiliate. They are grounded in self-worth that isn't fragile. True strength feels calm. False power feels chaotic. And bullying is a chaotic reach for control because real inner peace is missing. Now, the solar plexus is the main chakra that is connected to bullying, but other chakras may also be connected, such as the throat chakra, which governs communication. So this person may have a hard time communicating their needs, feelings, and emotions. Or the heart chakra. This person may have a difficult time feeling compassion for others. They may have a difficult time feeling empathy for others because they don't feel it for themselves. Also, the root chakra, which is connected to fear. So there might be some fear and survival insecurity, and they use aggression as a form of protection. So now let's talk about healing. Whether you've been bullied or have been the bully, healing the solar plexus will bring you back into your power. First of all, you want to acknowledge the wound. Instead of shame, meet the root of the issue with truth. This opens up the door for transformation. In other words, connecting with your inner child and being real about your childhood experiences and the root of why you react in the way that you do, or why you treat others the way that you do, or why you respond to triggers in the way that you do. So for example, maybe it was that you didn't feel safe to be yourself in the home. Or maybe you learned that you had to control to be respected. Or maybe you learned that power meant domination. Ways to heal, whether you were the bully or you were bullied, is through breath work, core strengthening, boundaries, following through on goals, speaking up for yourself, and speaking up without the need to be aggressive. And for those of you who have bullied others, offering a genuine apology for those that you have hurt is powerful solar plexus work. This shifts your energy from dominance to integrity. And for those of you who have been bullied, standing up and reclaiming your voice helps heal the wound of being made to feel small. When we heal the wound of the solar plexus, we stop playing the role of oppressor and oppressed. We stop trying to feel worthy by diminishing others. And we start leading with courage, clarity, and calm strength. The bully isn't bad. They're often just a hurt little child. But hurt doesn't have to become harm. You get to choose how your power is expressed. And choosing to do that in a healthy way is the most sacred kind of strength. So that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it with a friend. Thanks again for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Manipulation. Power plays. Let me get my little clips.